Hey everyone, welcome back. David here from the Stray Cat Sanctuary. And indeed it is. My wife and I both take care of a lot of stray, feral, wounded, and abandoned animals. Mostly cats, which you've probably seen a lot of in the videos that we've put up and the shorts that we've put up. Occasionally a dog, but mostly cats we end up taking care of on our property. And so today, I just wanted to have a little bit of a conversation with you about how to tell that your cat really loves you. Because sometimes it can be hard to tell with some of their random behavior, especially if you have an animal that was abandoned or feral. Their behaviors can be hard to read or hard to judge sometimes because they can be standoffish, having learned not to trust people so much. But the signs are there, and we'll take a look at that a little bit here today. So we'll go ahead and get started with our list, and this is by no means a definitive list. There are other ways that you might can tell, but these are the main ones in my opinion, and I'll present them in no particular order. So number one, biting. Your cat likes to bite you, nibble on you, or try to chew on you. And it's not in an aggressive way. They're not trying to harm you. They're not being violent or nasty. They're just putting their teeth on you. Sometimes they can get a little carried away and chew if they get you with the back molars. They're not meaning any harm. It's not their intention to hurt you is the point. But putting their teeth to you and nibbling or biting or holding you in their teeth is often a sign of affection with felines. Number two, they like to mew or meow to you specifically. This is a behavior that you often only see between a cat and a human being. Kittens do it to get the attention of mama, but usually cats do not meow at each other in a social fashion, but they will meow at a human being because they know that we vocalize, so they want to vocalize to us. Also, sometimes with a feline, this could be a remembrance of when they were kittens and tried to get the attention of mama. This is often a sign of affection because they're trying to get your attention. Notice them when they do it. Number three, you're more important than mealtime. When you put the food out, if their greeting process is more important to them than getting fed, that's a real sign of affection. Putting you over food, over an instinct, is a real sign of affection. I've got a couple that do that, a couple of long-time shelter cats that have been with us for quite a while. A Hobo in particular, a big orange tabby that we take care of, that we've had for a few years now. When it's mealtime, he's not worried about it. He would much prefer to rub and cuddle and lick and everything else that he can think of. He'll get around to the food, it's not going anywhere. That's a real sign of affection. Number four, they like to groom you. This is a very social thing for cats, to basically lick you, to lick your hands, your face, any exposed part of your body, to groom and lick on you, your ears, wherever, whatever. That is, again, a very social thing that cats like to do with each other when they are comfortable with one another. If your cat is licking on you all the time, again, really good sign of affection. Number five, your cat likes to roll around in front of you. When you enter the room or when they approach you and they roll around on their back and show you their stomach, being playful that way is also a sign of great affection. They're trusting you. Animals do not willingly expose their bellies because that makes them very vulnerable. But if they're willing to be vulnerable around you in that way, it's a pretty good sign. Number 6, scratching. And this is one that cats can get carried away with, but if they want to make biscuits on you, knead you with their paws, and they get their nails into you, and it's not in an aggressive way, they're trying to mark you with their claws. It can be a little annoying, but it is a sign of affection. Number 7, hunting for you. When your cat brings you things, sometimes a deceased animal, unfortunately, but also they might bring you toys or other objects. I have one that used to bring me pens all the time. This is a sign of affection because they're trying to share with you. They consider you important. They want to contribute. Number 8, and this is kind of an obvious one, purring. They purr around you when they're in your presence. They like to purr. They like to vibrate. Sometimes it can be a sign of nervousness, but this one is obvious enough that you can tell the difference. If they're purring when they're in your presence, they're happy to see you, and they really want to be around you. Number 9, headbutting. And I have a few that really like to do this, especially to my head. They want to connect their forehead to my forehead or rub the side of their face right against me while butting their heads. They'll turn and they'll rub the edge of their mouth. This is a sign of affection as well. There's a lot of odors that come off of their face that they're trying to transfer to me, or in this case to you, to share those smells. Number 10, eye contact. Looking you right in the eyes and maintaining eye contact without demonstrating any fear. This is important. Often when animals make eye contact with each other, there's aggression. If your cat is making eye contact with you directly and there is no aggression, that's a sign of trust. And that trust equates to affection and love as well. Number 11, tying in with number 10, slow blinking. You've seen your animal do this. They close their eyes very, very slowly and open them again. If they were afraid of you, they wouldn't do that. They would stare you down, as alluded to in the previous comment. Slow blinking at you is a sign of trust. Again, do it back to them. Let them know you trust them as well. Number 12, they like to sit on you. You sit down and they sit right on you. I have one, Miss Kitty. I've done a video on her specifically. Former feral animal. Very standoffish and can be difficult to approach. Lord knows what she's gone through. But if I sit down, she's right on me. That's her way of showing me that she trusts me and that she cares about me. When your cat always wants to sit on you, that's a pretty good sign. Number 13, tying in with 12. If they want to sleep on you, or right up next to you, or even within very close proximity to you, that's also a sign of trust and a sign of community with cats. They like to sleep together. They're not as independent as people might believe. So sleeping on you, next to you, or very close to where you are is a very important sign of trust and love. Number 14, watch their tails. If their tails are curved at the tip in your presence or vibrates in your presence, not twitching violently, which is often a sign of nervousness or fear, but vibrating, standing erect with a little curve at the end, or even if they wrap their tail on you, this is a sign of affection for a cat. They're not afraid of you. They're excited to see you. And number 15, if they follow you around without wanting anything from you, it's not mealtime, you don't have a treat, they just want to follow you around. They just want to see where you're going and be with you. This is a good sign. It means they want your company. They like you. They love you. Now, there are some other signs, but I'll leave that to you. Do you know what they are? Tell us what they are in the comments section down below. Please do. Give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you are new. Check out some of our other videos. Please join us here. And if that's it, then what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.